Hi, I'm Xaria. I wanted to record this video earlier in the year, actually on New Year's Day, and then get it uploaded on New Year's Day because it wasn't going to get edited and I wasn't going to edit it. But I'm not sure. My brain was just like, no, that's not a good idea. And I kept sitting here and planning and planning and planning. And I just realized that it doesn't really matter. I want things in my life to happen, and I can't get those things to happen unless I do them myself. And I'm being nervous on camera because I don't know how to act normal like myself while I'm on camera. I always feel like I have to be something or someone else, when really if I'm like singing or if I'm dancing, I might be nervous, but the camera is just kind of there and I'm just trying to make sure I'm not messing up the things I don't want to mess up, and it's more like a reflection and a replay of events that happen. But where was I trying to go? Oh yeah, this year, I feel like last year was my foundational period of things I wanted to get done, and I got so close to achieving it that it felt amazing, and I wanted to continue riding that high. And so I currently now have more plans to continue doing that, just in reality. But I was like, my online presence isn't that strong. And even though for the things that I've been doing, it doesn't really require me to have such a strong online presence, it is probably more important that I do, just to build up that good, not good faith, but like good reputation or whatever with something, because not with something, a good reputation with personnel, at least, and like personnel being myself, like understanding me and how I interact with the internet. But what I'm trying to say is, I have nothing left to lose outside of like family and friends. I'm not going to do anything in my personal life that would seriously affect my financial situation or my schooling. I'm pretty good at keeping those things on track. I'm like, I got nothing really left to lose that is too high significance in my mind. And so it's like, really, outside, like I said, outside of family and friends, to where it's like, really, I can just do whatever and have fun with it. And one of those things that I really wanted to get better is recording myself and say what I want. I do have this weird habit of, I like to live life and touch grass, so don't expect vlogs from me, but definitely like maybe a video. I'm gonna try a video a week, but maybe a video every week of just me talking and laughing and enjoying. I'm going to keep every part of this in, because if I don't, I'm going to go insane. I don't have a mic, by the way, so I'm not sure what you can and cannot hear. I'm assuming it's everything because I'm pretty close to my phone, and that mic picks up freaking grass breezes from time to time. But yeah, I'm not even dressed. I woke up at like 6 a.m. on a Sunday, and I have to go back to school today, which is ugh. I don't like school. And actually, I like this school. This school actually makes me like school. It makes me like learning. I like learning, just not schooling. Schooling pisses me off on a level I don't understand why. I think the only thing I really genuinely hate still is tests, but that will never change. Screw tests. But yeah, one of those, but this is the start of me actually having a YouTube presence and me actually caring. Well, not even YouTube, like Instagram and TikTok, like me actually caring and me curating myself. But I wanted a more stripped back video for my first ever video that I will keep up and not be ashamed, because I did have my first ever video on YouTube was probably something similar to this. I recorded it on my iPad in was it 20? No. I think it was 2015. I said some mean words to my mom when she saw it, and then I promptly deleted the video. And then I had another video before I started uploading all of my what's it called? I have all of my on YouTube, because that's where that's where I watch most of my content. So I'm but what was I thinking? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you think I'm scatterbrained. I am. I'm also tired because I woke up in a weird, sad panic. Not sad, but not even a panic. I just woke up and was told don't go back to sleep. And so I'm now up for the day. I'm not going anywhere. I will try to take a nap. But yeah, I realized I have nothing really of high value to really care if I start this and I achieve nothing. I have a video on YouTube that is unlisted that was meant for the public, and then I was just that doesn't represent me anymore. I was upset, and favorably so, but I was upset, and I said something, and I'm that doesn't represent me, nor does that represent a side of me I would like to show online. And so if you're saying that, it's unlisted now. And you could probably still watch the video if you have it saved somewhere, but it's unlisted now, and I'll rather keep it that way. But yeah, so I guess I can say there are some things, at least for the YouTube channel, that I would like to do. Like I said, not vlogs, but I would like to start live streaming gaming content, because the channel is originally supposed to be for gaming, and then I realized I have too many interests, so it is just a melting pot of things I like and things I enjoy, and I just have to do and not wait until it's perfect, because I am a perfectionist and it is my one giant flaw. And sometimes when I get started and I have a set deadline for things, I usually am fine with, well, it's not 100% how I would like it, but it's good enough. And I have to do a good enough take. Anyway, I got a text from my mom, so sorry, I saw something and I was just oh. But yeah, where I am currently is I want to do gaming live streams eventually. I'm not going to do, I live in the dorms at my school, and I'm most likely going to get an apartment with friends, so I probably won't do it while I'm at school. Also, that way I could just use my PC here, and so I'll probably do it while I'm at home. I did record my first ever concert, and I'm going to a concert later this month. I'm not sure if I'm going to record and vlog, because that means I have to intentionally do that. But I might show clips on my Instagram. The second thing I want to do is still post singing and dancing videos on here, but that aren't made for auditions after the audition period passed, and I'm I definitely did not pass that, and so I'm just gonna upload it, because even though you have the rights to, they have the rights to do whatever they want to the video, which I'm assuming it's used for training purposes if they keep it and saying this is what not to do, people. Look at her, she sucks. And so I'm I could just upload them and pray and hope someone's dog, you could change this, that, and the third, and it will look 10 times better. And then the third thing I would like to do is like more videos like this. I'll probably edit it more when I get to the flow, but this one I was like, this is a video that doesn't need to get edited. But where I'm just yapping about really whatever is on my mind that isn't like about other people, at least in my personal life. I don't want that to be any part of my online presence. Like if I'm, let's say, like talking about like a music group that I listen to, and I'm saying, and I'm critiquing them, I don't think that's talking bad about people on the internet. I think that's just saying, hey, this is what I noticed. This is what I don't personally like. This is what I'm saying people don't like about them. And this is what I think that they could do to change. And I'm not saying change to my presence, because I'm not going to like everything you put out. And maybe I do like everything you put out, but I will find something more lackluster that you put out. And then I'm like, I don't fully think that you made it to your full potential. So it's not my favorite thing in the world that you made, but it's definitely not the worst thing I've ever heard or seen in my life. And so that's where I am at. Also, no AI in any of my content, because honestly, YouTube's adding it to everything. I'm in my closet right now because I didn't want to move anywhere to like record, but no AI in my content, because honestly it takes too much energy. I'm not a person who's like AI is bad and that's the blatant fact. It's bad. I think people have funded way too much money into it, and I think it's to a point of advancement where we shouldn't be able to be accessed or like use it as often as we do. Like AI image and video generation that looks too realistic, or yeah, I feel like the video images are bad, and I feel like it being able to write an essay for you is bad. I'm not going to hound on someone who like uses it to help them study for a test. I'm not going to hound it on a person that uses it for I'm not going to hound on a person who uses it for like just little like to help them like manage their groceries. I'm not sure if anyone uses it to manage their groceries or just to get a summary on like a wide range topic, or to help them think of a topic. Like my teacher in my English class was like, hey, I'm going to teach you how to use AI. This was my senior year of high school, which was last school year. So I'm class of 2025. But where was I? Where it was like, oh, this is how you use AI to come up with an idea for writing topics. And I think I had a group of ideas and I didn't know how to combine those. And so she was like, you could type in this and like say, hey, what is something that combines this, and like things you could talk about this specific topic, or like if you have a rubrics, like, and you can't figure out what to write, and you can get like a brief summary of that. I think that's a bit more helpful and more useful of a tool of AI. I don't think it should be taking jobs. I don't think it should be replacing humans, because you kind of need people to maintain it. And also, even like AI companies and people who write articles and stuff, I'm positive that there is a disclaimer that things can't be 100% true. Things can be falsified and not 100% true, and you should check multiple sources to make sure that things are correct. But you also don't have to sit here and like worry about different things and care different things and like care different things and stuff. Oh, I think I'm gonna add one more other thing to this video, because I know it's getting quite lengthy for me, which is I would like to also show some of my art on here, like do art videos. And I'm trying to get my drawing stuff to work, but Clip Studio Paint forced me to upgrade to its latest version. And so now I have to save up to just pay for the subscription so I could use Clip Studio Paint on multiple devices instead of just the one, and not have to worry and just update it when it needs to be updated and not have to worry anymore, because that pissed me off, because it was a one-time purchase and I was supposed to get free updates, and then like a few months later they changed the terms of service to where that was not possible anymore when I got it, and so it forced me to upgrade it even though I didn't need to. It just didn't want to work on it, and so now I'm sad. But yeah, I don't want to get into specifics of what my yearly goals are this year. I will just say they're not as much different as last year's. They're more of like a continuation, because if I feel like I need to implement new goals that probably didn't achieve last year or got close to achieving or didn't even start, then, and I still want to do those things, then the resolutions of this year wouldn't change at all. I might have added one or two things, but in my mind it was mostly travel, and I don't think I could travel to another country in this current economic climate of the world. But yeah, I don't think I ever said my name. My name is Xaria, and stay sweet, y'all.